a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
The top player is here. Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The low kick connects. Checks with a projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The opening on that impact springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Blocks across a good read. Blocks it well. Drive reversal. Luminous dive kick to throw him off. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Zones with the fireball. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Oh, reversal! Uses the target combo, uses the gauge for a super art.
Come on. It's time.
Still alive? Still alive? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out!
Jamie.
That's what happens when you capitalize on...
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
The top player is here.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. An aggressive attack. Goes for the fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Gets the knockdown, and now, heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Grabs them. Good work staying in throw range there. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Scrapping it out up close. Breaks those shins. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. A parry? One mistake here, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Brushes that off and keeps going. Swagger step. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? A super art? That's not gonna hit. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. drink level max out. This party's getting crazy. Jump! Drop that off! And whip! They're wide open! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
It's time to train.
Oh, looking for the definitive edge in this round with a level 3 super! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That drive impact is blocked. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Alright, what's coming up next? Down to the wire. Makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Did well to get the buff in there. Off for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. How will this impact things? Player 2 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Uses the gauge for a super art. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 will look to apply experiencing burnout. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. Barely blocks the jump in. Swagger step. Will this super art do anything? Okay, here we go. But this is gonna hurt. Back into the corner. Closes it out. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
All right, round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Impact's a no-go. So they break forward to pressure hit. Hold your breath. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Burnout activates. Throws them to negate the block. Neither fighter can use their drive move. Just go. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Where you going?
Jumps? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Still scrapping for control of the space. Jumps up. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Drive rush to keep it going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Jumps! The low's blocked! They are absolutely wailing on. This is gonna be bad news. Cashes out the gate right there! Crossfire somersault locked on! Kyle's telling him to retire. Go home and be a family man!
That's how a pro does it.
Oh my god, what turns out? What now? Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. A jump it, this closes it out! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who will come out on top in this? Oh, gets the air throw, blocks the low kick. Scrapping it out up close. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What's next? Player, this could lead to some big damage. Talk more fuel to the fire. Hook them up. Crowns them from above. Cross up. It's denied. Any throw will whiff at that range. Forward rush. Flatlines them. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Grabs and throws them away. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Checks him with the boom. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Doesn't miss a beat. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Player experiencing burnout. You've got to be mindful of... burnout activates. Going in. Jumps up. Jumps. Wins out in the Battle of the Skies. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Nails the anti-air. Just out of range for that throw. Tries to bait him with the projectile.
Where you going?
Perfect air-to-air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Had the radar up and running. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Can't tech the throw? Goes for the super art? Taking KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Sandblast! Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Picks the air throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 has an empty, drops it hard. Gotta do better than that. The air. Drive rush. Experiencing burnout. Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown and player 1 can't afford mistakes without that. Ooh, what a smart blow. Oh, here we go. Oh, God, this is tense. The drive gauge is screaming from a flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump. Nothing stops this train. Uses the target combo as a filler. Goes to the air. This can lead to some big damage. All the throws connects. Getting it all on the drive rush. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super clutch anti-air. Drive rush. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Excellent block. They're not turns out. And they burn out in sync. Sets up with the jump in. A jump anti-air in the clutch. Throws. I can't believe it. Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. A jump. Grabs them. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that goodness. Brings the Impaler. Sneaks in above. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. What are they thinking here? Goes for the super art? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets the jump in. Life lead over KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Where you going?
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Picks the air throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Somersault kick stops them cold. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. The drive's off the table. What else have they got? Goes to the air. This is gonna hurt. Both absolute. They're going for the super art? What were they thinking? Both sides getting ready. They got a big, solid anti-air. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta wrap it up with a throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. What's the play here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Was looking for that jump attack. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Adds a little super juice into this combo, but more well aware of their life and meters. Really good decision making. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. He ends the meter, hoping for a good return. What'll happen? Brushes that off and keeps going. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be they can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Reads the throw in the feed. What were they thinking? Bends it on the fireball! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Fantastic reactions there. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? What are they thinking here? Goes for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
Hey now, where you going?
Combo with the target combo. The throw misses. Taking stock. Boston brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Experiencing burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Barely blocks the jump in. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Get scooped from down low. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Combo with the target combo. Jumps up. Breaks the block with a throw. A quick breather. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Gets the combo. What'll happen here? Burnout activates. Jumps in. Experiencing burnout. The throw connects. Life lead is there, but still, and this is gonna hurt. Jumps. Connects with the throw. Here we go. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. Player 2 hit impact squat. Closing moments of the match finds the target. Player 1 shows some disrespect with that invincible special. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? No good upright. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Takes a trip. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Ends with a projectile. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Opts to use the gauge for the drive reversal. Super art at the beginning of the round. I guess they're confident in their going on the offensive. Hits them with a stopping block. Risky up-close scrap still going. Escapes with the burnout activates. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters are out of drive. All the throw connects. Going in. Blocks it. Barely. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Scuff him. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Throw is in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown. Checks them with the projectile. Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Goes for the super art? Opts for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Will that super be the turning point? Jumps in. Good job blocking. Nice counter. What'll happen here? The super doesn't hit. Player 1 can't use a drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Big opportunity now in this corner. Going in. The life remaining tells us, burnout activates. Jump reads the jump in perfectly. Jumps up. This may turn into a big, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Like what were they thinking? Player 1 is in a very good, doesn't set the throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
You ready? Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uses a drive parry against the attack. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge, pressuring them in the corner. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Neither of them willing to back off here. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Closes the gap. They've piled up and hits him with a stop and pop. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Jumps in. Extending that drive gauge. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Rising uppercut. Still slugging it out at this range. Big opportunity. Ooh, what a smart throw. A quick brick drive rush to keep it going. Not much. This is gonna hurt. You see that? Super hard to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Amazing. Flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Round. Fight.
Coming through.
Nothing stops this train. Uses the gauge for a super arm.
Too slow.
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Good.
What will they do next?
Go to sleep.
Oh, the throw connects. This is gonna hurt. There's a drive impact. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh my God, they just choked it up. Kisses the fireball. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Quick dash it. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Throws them. What's next? Solid blocking. From up above. Chin-right kick. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Quick dashing. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Jumps up. Breaks the block with a throw. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Side switch in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Sure you can? Chin-right kick for a mix-up. How will they manage their drive gauges? Ooh, you never know what can happen. Experiencing burnout. Looking for its clutch anti-air. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Amazing! Impact squat! Flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Quick to hit the drive. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? A jump? Ooh, you never know. Connects with the throw. A quick breather.
Hadouken!
Their spacing is so on point right now. Brings the impaler. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Nothing stops this train. Plenty of help. Full gauges. Let's go. What perfect timing. Somehow all the throws connects. Oh, here we go. Yo, rock, super here.
Too slow!
Super out of nowhere. The big brains on this competitor is unreal.
Choose a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
All right, you ready?
Give me your best!
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Difficult situation for a throw. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Strings it all together. Trips him up.
Sweet dreams!
At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Jumps in. Goes for the jump in. Jumps. Down to the wire.
They can't squander this punish counter chance.
Experiencing burnout. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. That's a counter. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps up. Springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully.
Too slow. It's time to go in.
The Pale Rider snatches them.
They're looking to end things right here. Ugh.
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very...
Cross that off.
Player 2 can't win this without pulling the trigger. This can lead to some big damage. A real KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. Uses the gauge for a super art. What will uses their drive gauge? Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 needs sick super armor use. Sets up with the jump in. This can lead to some big damage.
Nothing stops this train.
The drive impact hits for a punish.
Catches out the cage right there.
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. What now? Player 2 throws. Oh, my God, Rock Super! Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. Player 2
was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Where you going?
The throws
Cross that off.
Now, where you going?
goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Holds out with the block. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage here. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. The jump in is denied. Jumps in. Gets the jump in. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Grabs them. Holds out with the block. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. They were right to be on guard there. Took him to the corner and wraps it up with a decisive combo. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Throw whips. One step ahead of them. loses some meter and a bit of hope there. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
Now you know history.
Get your plates ready. Tap them on the dome. Both sides getting ready. Drive it back. This is... Jump. Oh my, the throw tag. Wow, Saturn waiting for this opening. Punish counter on react. What a finish. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Low heavy uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Neither of them willing to back off here. Burnout is triggered. Get some. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Medium kick. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Goes for the jump in. Hits him with a stop and bop. Player solid anti-air. Anti-air in the clutch. Ooh, what a smart blow. Yo, Rock, super hit. What a finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps in. Big low reaching heavy. Checks with the projectile. The low heavy hit. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Cross-up block. That was tricky. Parries the attack. All right, what's coming up next? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. In a dire shit, heats it up with a combo into super. Player 2, should the low heavy connected? Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Awesome! Medium kick. Gets the jump in. Jumps in. Hits him with a stop and bop. Going in. Barely blocks the jump in. Vulcan blast. Gets the jump in. Dashes up. Oh, you shouldn't have. They were right to be on guard there. Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects with the throw. Scraps the super doesn't hit. What were they thinking? Player 2, this is gonna hurt. Oh, here we go. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? A jump in, anti-air in the clutch. Smart play with the throw. Drive rush. Crowns him from above. Taking jump in with the crosser. Excellent jump in. Reversal. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Here comes the corner pressure. Nothing stops this train. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback?
Both avoiding the wall like the plague. Doesn't set the throw. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Step into the ring.
Let me have some fun.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Both fighters are low on drive gauge. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. Good drive management could well decide this. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on. Heats it up with a combo into super. Taking stock. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Neither of them willing to back off here. Experience KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Pokes with a medium kick. Going on the offensive? Player 1 has got to figure out a way to fight back after getting wiggity washed that round. Long low attack hits. Burnout activates. Knockdown and player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Goes for the jump in. Jumps. Jumps in. This is a turning KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch. With this super art connect, Mike lead opens up. One chance here may end this match. Burnout activates. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Charges forward. Jump. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Going in. Barely blocks the jump in. Nothing stops this train. Super art to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. And they create an opportunity. That's how you close it out. What a beast! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
All right, you ready? Hope you're ready. Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with a projectile. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Parry here puts drive gauge in the vent, which really could help later in the round. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is all opt for the super art. Perfect time to spend the meter. Can't tech the throw? Knockdown. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Absorbs the...
They can't squander this punish counter chance.
Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something?
There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter.
Quick breather. Hanging on for dear life, closes out the round with a fireball. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jumps. The jump in is denied. Zip hits him with a stop and pop. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. What'll happen here? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive rush to keep it going.
Their spacing is so on point right now.
But who's gonna blink for experiencing burnout? Player 1, a super art, opts for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Upping the pressure with these baby booms. Uses their drive gauge.
And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal.
Time to reassess the situation. Quick breather.
Oh, yo! Raw super hit!
Medium kick hits. Now they can use drive. Gets him with a Euro shot. There's a burnout. Fires a blast. Okay, here we go. Player 1 can't use an anti-air in the clutch. It burns out. Gets them with a quick low kick. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Miraculous grab. From up above. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Deals some damage with that quick combo. What's going to follow the combo? Neither of them willing to back off. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Perfect time to spend the meter. Jumps in. Dashes up. One chance here may end this match. Jumps? Who saw that coming? Talk about a comeback. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until hits them with a stop and pop? Connects with medium kick. Showing some real tenacity. Opts to continue the attack with them. Uses the gauge for super art. Shreds them with a sonic hurricane. Springs forward with a drive rush. Impaler incoming. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Brushes that off and keeps going. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Comes off the tank and scores the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Looking to wrap this round up quickly. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Burnout activates. Brings the impaler. Crowns him from above. Player impact squat. Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? Both avoiding the wall like a plague. No! Stunned on the wall! What were they thinking? Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 2 is grabs him. I can't rushes in.
made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jump. This is gonna hurt. Hit them with a stopping block.
Combo with the target combo. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you've just gotta use it. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely to KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Absorbs down to the wire. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2 needs to use the front of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 will have to deal with this. Burnout activates. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. The path to a win looks very tough here, and I don't know if they can hold out. Checks with a medium kick. Cross-up attack. All the throw connects. What'll happen with those solid puncher? Expect to see some added pressure here. Player crowns him from above. Full drive on deck. Gets the corner switch. And what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Brings the impaler. In with the crossover. Connects with the throw. Setting it all on the drive rush. Closes the distance. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. A jump in? Yo, Rock Super here! Nails the eraser! This is gonna do big damage and create some space! Looking for a hole. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? The Lowe's block! Jump! Perfect execution with the anti-air. I called it! I called it! All in with a rush! No one could have called that! Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
All right, you ready? Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Whoa, hold on. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. Big KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Still slugging it out at this range. A quick breather. Player 1 is working with baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jumps, barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Big throw. Ooh, what a smart throw. All in with a rush. Player 2 has the chance to win, pumps the brakes on the impact. Reads the jump in perfectly. Raw Super Art incoming. Vulcan Blast! Will this change the Buddha Super Art? What a finish! Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. You should have closed them. What's next? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Neither of them willing to back off. Goes for the super art. Life lead drive rush to keep it going. Sandblast! Squeeze it! Burnout activates! In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Connects with medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Blossom! Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. You've got...
Just goes for it at this range.
Burnout activates. Looking to impress with this super. They're going for the super art. Has the Vulcan Blast field to draw super art incoming. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. Burns out. Fires a blast. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The overhead denied. Very slick with the combo. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Pumps the brakes on the impact.
Clutch anti-air.
But oh my god, they just choked it up. The drive impact doesn't work.
Goes all in with the uppercut.
Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Dangerous range pumps him hard. Checks with a sandblast. Player 1 can't let this sim, tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. It is over. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Alright, you ready? Round 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Good parry there, and player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. What are they thinking here? The fighters are matching each other move for move, going into the midway point. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Got their eye on the air. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 1 will look to apply the KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Good old slaps. Shoots off a fireball up close. From up above. 100-hand slap.
Just goes for it at this range.
Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Big opportunity now, experiencing burnout. A path to a win looks very tough here, and I don't know if they can hold out. Barely blocks the jump in. The throw whiffs, drops him hard. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Going in? Big time whip! What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Goes in on the impact for nothing. Knockdown. Holds out with the block. Gets the parry in. And adds some pressure. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Throws them to negate the block. Charges forward. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to... This is gonna hurt! Scrapping it out up close. Crowns him from above! Player... Yo! Critical art now? Oh my god, what the whiff! They're wide open! The overhead denied! What are you jumping in for? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open with a jump in? This is it! Who's gonna take it all? There's an overdrive arc. Player 1 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. They were waiting for it. Player, oh, snipe! Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Meets them air to air. Fights back with authority. All in with a rush. Okay, drive rush. Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of Neko Damashi. Comes crashing down. I can't believe it. Player reads the jump in perfectly. Back into the corner. What's up? No hesitation or regret. Hit them with that. They are done. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Good old slaps. There's an overdrive arc. They trade hits. And now, Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Rising uppercut. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Just goes for it at this range. Both fighters planning something? Going on the offensive? Player 2, this could lead to some big damage. Crowns them from big low attack to pick up the win this round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Hits them with a stopping block. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Goes to the air. Good judgment there. Jumps. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Overhead, but it won't work. What now? Player 1 is in burnout state. Connects with the throw. Dash! Player 2 sees the overhead coming. The overhead denied.
Nails the eraser!
And flatlines them.
Player 1 gets the win in a...
Great match. comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Beginning operation.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Strike!
Gets a chance at that jump in. Still slugging it out here.
My chance!
They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Knockdown. Reason. Was looking for that jump attack. Shoots off a fireball up close. Sticks the jump in. They just made that very simple combo look easy. Experiencing burnout. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. This round is so important. Brushes that off and keeps going. They trade hits. And now? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Perfect parry. Perfect read with the drive parry. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the torque.
This Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting!
Quick breather. Experiencing burnout. Oh no, they're stunned. What's next? Burns out.
No! Critical art now?
Player 1 flatlines on.
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with!
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes air to air to deny them a chance. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block. Will this super art connect? Anticipated that counter and blocks. Both players with no drive in the tank. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. Player 1 in there! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the throw. Jumps in. Grabs him. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Good somersault here. Jumps. Genius read. Easily escapes that throw attempt. Sonic boom. Player 2 needs to use the KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters feel each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What's the play here? A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Combo with the target combo. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The pressure is so intense here.
Do you plan to fight at all?
This is the range where things get messy. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
My chance!
They trade hits. And now, medium kick hits. Hits them with a stopping block. Tom looking to impress with this super. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. No holding back. Goes all out for the big damage. Blocks the impact. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Shows a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather. Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. Life lead is there, but still anyone KO! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Beginning of
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by fading something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Knockdown. Heading into the end, gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Takes a trip. Who will capitalize on it? KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Opts to create space to start. Gets the jump in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. There's a change of sides. Are we gonna see meet them air to air? Not in range for the no breaks it. Punish counter step closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with a jump in. Hits them with a stop and bounce. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Good judgment there. Drives attack, misses, throws them. Both fighters planning something? Swagger step. Oh man, this is a skip. Locks on for the throw. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Turns out. Ooh, the drive attack hits for a punish. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have any and whiffs. They're wide open. Breaks through with the throw. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Jumps. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Trips them up. Neither of them willing to back off. Player 1 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Absorbs the attack and fires back. What are they thinking here? Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Alright, what's coming up next? Pressuring the situation with the charge-in. Player 1 chases them down. Heading into the endgame FKO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Shows the medium kick. Jumps in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Checks with a medium kick. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Gotta be careful not to whip at this rank. Hits them with a stop and bounce. All in with a rush. Connects with medium kick. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Drink level max. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh my god, they just choked it up. This can lead to some big damage. Turns out, player 1 can't break through
with the throw! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Impacts are no-go. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? There's a corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Player 2 chases them down. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? The jump-in is denied. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes.
Were they baiting them into that?
Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jumps up. Goes for the super art. That's a counter. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management.
Clean parry.
Knockdown and... You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Swagger step. Jumps? What'll happen here? Low heavy. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still breaks it. One step ahead of that.
Medium kick. That jump-in was expected. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Impact squashed. Jumps up. Both players look for something. Gotta do better than that.
Excellent block to shut out the impact.
A jump. Oh, they switched. The low kick hits. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. One step ahead of them. Hit that with confidence. Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough?
Locked on.
Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
Escapes with the reversal. Was looking for that jump attack. Uh-oh. Falls short. Whipping a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Back throw for the side switch. Knockdown. Goes for the super art. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Holds out with the block. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Dashes forward. Throws him. What's next? Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have hits them with a stop and pop. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Grabs and throws them away. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Medium kick hits. Breaks it. Target combo with all the throw connects. Okay, here we go. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Any mistake here is gonna be big. Flatline zone. Player 2 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Time for a drink. No good up high. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. What's the play here? Who's going to break the silence first?
You plan to fight at all?
Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Who's gonna make a move? Who's it gonna be? Okay, we're at the halfway point now. How will both competitors use this remaining time? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Oh, whiff the throw! Long low attack hits. Less than 20 seconds remaining. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. They need to rely on their instincts here. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. The fighters are out of time. It happens, though, when the fighters are evenly matched. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Gets out of the corner. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Pulls him! Barely blocks the jump-in. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous round. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Anti-air drops him. Throw connection does big damage. Going in? Ooh, what a smart throw! Player 1 will look, brushes that off, and keeps going. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super! Did not miss that chance and takes the round! Player 1 brings it home. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Player 2 can't let their drive get down to the wire. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Parries the attack. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The attack is parried. Medium kick hits. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jumps up aerial top. Hits him with a stop and bop. Puts them in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. A jump in? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Flashes them. Both are ready to impact. Squash. Excellent block to shut off the impact. They're back into the corner now. Shreds that off. A jump? Oh, the taps them on the dome. Plenty of health. Burns out. Amazing! Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Anything this time to bust this out? Target across super hard incoming. Player 2 is in a very good spot. A drive and back misses. The buffet is open. I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This is gonna hurt. Connects with medium kick. Let's get to this fight. What's their game plan here? If this checks that jump in easily, now they can go on the offensive. Jump in attacks have a lot of lag time associated with them and are very vulnerable to perfect parries like we just saw. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal perfect parry to stop them? Time to go on the offensive. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Shoots off a fireball up close. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Spin knuckle. Burnout activates. Player 1 can't afford to stick rented cleanly. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Scrapping it out up close. Gets the counter hit throw. Going in. Their drive gauges are looking good, experiencing burnout. Goes for the jump in. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Connects with medium kick. Quiet. Just goes for it at this range. Hits him with a 96 Killer Bee spin. What will they do next? Ooh! Shrugs that off. Quick step forward. Oh! Putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This would really tip the scale. This is going to hurt. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Connects with the throw. What's next? The jump in is denied. What are they going to toss on for the throw? Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. An excellent block. Oh, they switch sides. Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. They back down to regroup. The drive impact doesn't work. They didn't take the throw. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Throws out the fireball to check it.
Gotcha!
I can't keep track of these corner switches. The low kick is blocked. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Neither of them willing to back off. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The jump in is denied. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Throws them to negate the block. Did the super art connect? Goes for the super art? Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. A super art? Player, that's not gonna hit. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Lightning went for the chip kill. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Brushes that off and keeps going. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Just goes for it at this range. This is a bad situation to be in. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Oh, the drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Reversal. Harry gets him with a Euro step. Puts the fear of God in it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic.
Comes a new challenger.
Step into the ring.
No mercy for you.
Final round. Fight! Honda wins! Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! Honda wins! Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! comes a new challenger. Show me everything you have.
No mercy for you.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Fight! Round! Fight!
Locked on. Target acquired. Target acquired. Eliminating.
Cammy wins! Round one. Fight! Look at this body of iron! Round two. Fight! comes a new challenger.
The top player is here.
Round one. Fight.
Load it up.
Round two. Fight. Jamie wins! Round one. Fight.
Come back here. Toast to my win.
Round two. Fight. Jamie wins! Here comes a new challenger! Here's to a
fair fight.
No mercy for you.
Round one. Fight.
You will escape. Care to hear how this ends?